They are everywhere. In your feeds, on your screens, shaping trends, dictating purchases, and often defining what success looks like. Social media influencers. They seem to live a life of endless luxury, exotic travel, and effortless fame, all while promoting the latest must-have products. But what if I told you that behind the perfectly curated posts, the dazzling smiles, and the aspirational lifestyles lies a far more complex and often deeply troubling reality? What if the very dream they sell is built on a foundation of immense pressure, deception, and a profound impact on both the creators themselves and the millions who follow them? For years, the rise of the social media influencer has been heralded as a democratization of media, a new frontier where anyone with a phone and a personality could build an empire. And in many ways, it has been. But like any rapidly evolving ecosystem, the influencer industry has developed its own dark underbelly, a side rarely seen in the glossy highlight reels. It is a world where authenticity is a commodity, mental health is constantly tested, and the lines between genuine recommendation and paid advertisement are not just blurred, but often completely erased. Let us start with the influencers themselves. The life they portray is often a carefully constructed illusion, masking an intense, relentless pressure cooker. Imagine a job where your livelihood depends on constant performance, where every aspect of your life, from your morning coffee to your deepest relationships, becomes content. The need to constantly create, to stay relevant, to chase fleeting trends is exhausting. Burnout is rampant. Many influencers describe feeling like they are always on, unable to truly disconnect. This perpetual performance anxiety, coupled with the relentless scrutiny of millions of eyes, leads to alarming rates of anxiety, depression, and a profound sense of isolation. Their personal lives become public property, their mistakes amplified, their privacy non-existent. The very engagement that fuels their success can also become a cage, trapping them in a cycle of needing to please an ever-demanding audience. But the dark side extends far beyond the mental well-being of the creators. A more insidious aspect is the widespread deception and misleading practices that have become commonplace. At the core of the influencer economy is trust. We follow these individuals because we feel a connection. We believe their recommendations are genuine. Yet this trust is frequently exploited. The most common offense is the lack of transparent disclosure for sponsored content. What appears to be an organic recommendation is often a paid advertisement, cleverly disguised as a personal endorsement. Regulations exist, like the FTC guidelines in the United States, requiring clear disclosure, but enforcement is a constant struggle. Influencers use vague hashtags, bury disclaimers, or simply omit them entirely, turning their platforms into covert advertising channels. Beyond hidden ads, the industry is rife with outright fakery. The buying of followers, likes, and comments is an open secret. Entire bot farms exist solely to inflate engagement metrics, creating an illusion of popularity that attracts brands. This artificial engagement distorts the market, making it harder for genuine creators to compete and misleading brands into investing in audiences that do not truly exist. Then there is the issue of misleading product endorsements. Influencers are paid to promote everything from weight loss teas that are ineffective and potentially harmful, to questionable financial schemes, to beauty products they have never actually used. The pursuit of a paycheck often overrides any ethical considerations for the well-being of their audience. This is not just about selling a bad product. It is about eroding consumer trust and, in some cases, directly harming their followers. And let us not forget the visual deception. The pervasive use of filters, Photoshop, and strategic angles creates an unattainable standard of beauty and perfection. Every pore erased, every curve sculpted, every background idealized. This curated reality contributes significantly to body dysmorphia, low self-esteem, and a pervasive sense of inadequacy among followers, particularly younger, more impressionable audiences. They compare their authentic, unfiltered lives to these manufactured ideals, leading to a constant feeling of not being good enough. The impact on the audience is profound and multifaceted. Social media influencers are powerful drivers of consumerism. Their aspirational lifestyles encourage impulsive buying, often promoting products and trends that are unsustainable, unnecessary, or lead followers into debt. The constant barrage of must-haves fuels a culture of dissatisfaction, where happiness is perpetually just one purchase away. This relentless push to consume, combined with the curated perfection of influencer lives, fosters a comparison culture that is deeply damaging to mental health. Followers scroll through endless feeds of perfect bodies, perfect relationships, perfect vacations, and perfect homes, leading to feelings of envy, anxiety, and FOMO, the fear of missing out. This constant comparison can chip away at self-worth, making individuals feel inadequate in their own lives. Younger audiences are particularly vulnerable. Children and teenagers, still developing their sense of self and critical thinking skills, are highly susceptible to the influence of their favorite creators. They may not discern between genuine content and paid promotions, leading to misguided purchases or adopting unhealthy habits. There is also the disturbing trend of family vlogging, where parents exploit their children's lives for content, often compromising their privacy, safety, and future autonomy for views and ad revenue. These children grow up in the public eye, their childhoods documented and monetized without their consent, raising serious ethical questions about child labor and exploitation in the digital age. The ethical dilemmas within the influencer industry are compounded by a significant lack of effective regulation. The digital landscape evolves at a breakneck pace, leaving traditional legal frameworks struggling to keep up. While some countries have guidelines, enforcement is often reactive and inconsistent. Brands, too, bear responsibility. Many turn a blind eye to unethical influencer practices, prioritizing reach and engagement over integrity. They are complicit in the deception, benefiting from the blurred lines and the exploitation of trust. The cancel culture phenomenon, while sometimes holding influencers accountable for egregious behavior, is often inconsistent. Some creators face severe backlash and lose sponsorships, while others quickly rebound, demonstrating the industry's often short memory and focus on spectacle over substance. So where does this leave us? The dark side of social media influencers is a complex web of mental health struggles, pervasive deception, damaging consumer impact, and significant ethical blind spots. It is a stark reminder that what you see online is rarely the full picture. For consumers, it necessitates a heightened sense of critical thinking. Question every endorsement, scrutinize every perfect image, and remember that behind the screen, there is often a carefully constructed narrative designed to sell. For creators, it is a call for greater transparency, authenticity, and a deeper consideration for the well-being of their audience. And for the industry as a whole, it demands more robust regulation and a collective commitment to ethical practices. The creator economy is here to stay, but its future depends on a fundamental shift towards integrity and responsibility. Can we, as a society, demand more from the platforms and the individuals who shape our digital world? Can we foster a space where influence is earned through genuine connection and value rather than through illusion and exploitation? The answer lies in our collective awareness and our willingness to look beyond the filters, to see the true cost of the curated dream.